I'm gonna be honest with you. I've already seen the trailer, okay? I was out, the trailer came out, and I was like, ooh, and I watched it. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna go ahead and watch the trailer again, but I'm gonna talk about things I like and all that jazz, and yeah, maybe break down some stuff if I see stuff that's really interesting.
Excuse me, Mr. Reyes?
I think it was a decent song.
Finished scraping the gum off that lounger or what?
I also want to point out I've never seen Cobra Kai. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. I've never seen it. So if Sholo is awesome in that, let me know in the comment section, but I've never seen it.
Everything right now feels so out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro.
Wait, hold up, let's go back. I wonder if there's anything interesting in that skyscraper. I think we got a K right here for Cord Industries. Is there a Wayne anywhere? We got Ace Chemicals back there. That's pretty badass. I can't really tell anything else, but I wouldn't be surprised if one of these things around here is like Wayne Industries, because Bruce Wayne has different Wayne stuff in other cities. But clearly you got Cord and Ace back here, which I think is really cool.
So out of reach.
You always land on your feet, bro. You're high.
There we go, we got Cord right there. Love it. Latino families, man.
Guard that with your life, but do not open it.
You went in to get us jobs, and all you brought back was a
Big
hamburger.
belly burger.
Okay, I don't think it's a burger.
First of all, love George Lopez's ridiculous goatee and mullet, by the way. That is so... I can only spell... If you don't have Latino friends, you haven't been around a lot of Latino people, I will tell you, that look 100% accurate. I have had uncles or friends of, family friends, whatever, that have that. I mean, everybody says I have a mullet right now, even though I just have, I shave the sides and it goes all the way from the front to the back. So, like, pretty crazy. Absolutely love that. Also, I do think George Lopez is one of the better parts of this trailer.
Sure.
You haven't looked?
What the hell is that?
Practical effects for the scarab.
How did you get it to do that?
I do think the CGI here, it could be a little bit better for the scarab, but it is still, one thing people need to realize when it comes to these trailers that have come out early, the CGI isn't 100% done. So if you're judging this movie off of its CGI right now, it's not complete yet. I mean, this movie still has months before it comes out, but they need to start promoting it. So I wouldn't be too harped up on some of the CGI in this, which I've seen some people complain about on Twitter, but Twitter also blows dick, so.
I think he likes me.
I love the mullet, dude. Glad it's on his back.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
I thought this was cool. That looks great. The suit is fire. I mean, that is one of the most comic accurate suits I've ever seen. Like, they could have done a lot of stuff with Blue Beetle if they wanted to, and I just think this looks fucking fantastic.
What the?
Oh, by the way, I feel like, because again, people have talked about the CGI in this movie, I feel like people are gonna complain about this. They're like, oh dude, it looks crappy, what the hell? It's alien technology. For anybody that thinks that this scene right here, or when he goes into this mode, looks dumb, it's alien technology. It shouldn't look like Iron Man or Batman or anybody else that would have some kind of like facial recognition software in their helmet. It should look different and weird, and I really appreciate that because it's an alien artifact, man.
Host acquired.
Who said that?
So good. Classic superhero thing. Let's go to space. Dude, that suit looks great.
Wait, no. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. Oh. What is going on? I just want to rock.
I think it looks dope.
It's called the Scarab. It's some kind of world-destroying weapon. It's designed to protect its host.
This was the one part of the trailer that I did think that they could do a little bit better. I don't know if the blues are just too blue. Maybe it could be a lighting thing, but this was the one thing in the trailer that I was like, doesn't look as clean as it could be. So I'm hoping they fix that. But for the most part, it's not like fucking, oh, I'm not going to watch this movie because the CGI is so bad.
This ain't what you want.
Sometimes it does what you
Dude,
want.
that looks
sometimes
practical effects always the best.
I think I cut a bus in half.
So right here, I don't know if anybody caught on this. I think these are gonna be all of the like villain Beetles, because I think Cord, which is Ted Cord's sister, apparently in this movie, that is playing by, is it Susan Sarandon? I think is playing the villain. I think these look like other scarabs, just bigger scarabs, and Blue Beetle does fight. I believe it's the Black Beetle. And this could be just like a whole army of black beetles that is built off of the scarab technology. So I'm kind of thinking that's what's going to do. He might fight an army of these people, which I think might be kind of cool. Or maybe they do show a random scary looking guy. Maybe he's the villain and he gets a hold of one of these. And he's going to be the one to be the main villain in this. So we'll see what happens. But that's kind of what I think this is. No guarantee on that, but it kind of gives me that vibe.
The scarab chose you, but it belongs to me.
Yep, there she is.
Hello, you feel for your family.
That look cool. See, this guy looks like a scary dude. I'm assuming he's the bad guy. Love the fighting. Love that, by the way. Can we get the freaking Beetle mobile? That is fire. I'm excited. Love that. I love that Grandma's ready to fight too. Check this out. Grandma's got a big-ass blaster over there. I love that the family is going to be a big part of this movie, it seems like, and that is just great, because that is a big Latino thing in the culture, is family, so I love that the family is going to be there for their familia. Badass.
The universe has sent you a gift, and you have to figure out what you're going to do with it. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Whatever you can imagine.
I love this part.
I can create.
This is awesome. So I am hoping, that looks clean. That looks so badass. I am hoping that this is going to be like a Final Fantasy VII reference. And I hope that Jaime maybe loves Final Fantasy, or he plays Final Fantasy or something like that. Granted, Final Fantasy isn't the only thing that has huge swords. There is like Berserk and stuff, right? But I just think Final Fantasy VII is one of the most iconic kind of franchises with a massive sword that a person uses. And so I hope there's some kind of like reference or inspiration from that, because I think that looks super awesome.
Nice choice.
Badass. I think the logo and title screen look great.
It's like Batman's.
Okay, so this is where you gotta stop right here, because we get to see the other two Blue Beetle costumes. This is the first Blue Beetle right here, and this is the second Blue Beetle, which this is Ted Cord. I always forget the first Blue Beetle's name, but Ted Cord is the second one. So there have been rumors of Ted Cord being in this movie. I don't think he's shown at all in this trailer, so I'm really excited to see what's going on. I guess this is like a hidden layer, because there's a suit that should be right here, which you would... I don't know what the third suit would be. It's not going to be Jaime's, because he would have the scarab on his back, and the scarab makes the suit for him. So it'll be very interesting to see where it goes, but they are kind of in the Beetle Cave, aka Bat Cave, which is why you hear this reference right here.
Stuff? Batman's a fascist.
I love this scene. A lot of people know that I'm a hardcore Batman fan. I do have a Batman. I do have a Batman podcast. If you guys have never checked that out, go check it out. Batman News Weekly. A lot of people might be upset about that, or they might not be upset about it, because they're like, "Oh, why are they talking shit on Batman?" I actually really enjoy that, because as much as I love Batman, I don't want everybody to like Batman. I want people in his universe to hate Batman, or at least have assumptions about Batman. You know what I mean? Because, like, yeah, I mean, you see this in real life. There are people on the internet, Twitter mostly, that just make shit up. They will just, like, see something, everybody likes that thing, and they'll be like, nope, that person's a racist, or that person's this, or that person's the devil. And it's just like, so seeing that somebody like George Lopez's character in here, maybe the crazy uncle, has some crazy views about a superhero, that is very accurate, because I have people like that in my family, and I'm just like, oh, okay, that makes so much sense. So hearing that Batman is a fascist in this, I think is just really funny. So yeah, I enjoy that, to be honest. But overall, I think the trailer is pretty fire. Also, really love this that DC is promoting comics at the end of their trailers. Because at the end of the day, you want comic book movies to get people to go to the comic shop and buy more comics. And Blue Beetle, I think, is a fantastic character that does not get enough praise, in my opinion. And I'm hoping, he does have a really good series that's out right now that does involve Batman in it, that I'm really hoping that he does get more praise because he's a great character. And again, one thing I want to point out, again, Twitter has been annoying me a lot lately. I've seen a lot of people talking a lot of shit on this movie because people are like, Latinos finally have their own superhero, and the first thing everybody's bringing up other characters like, excuse me, Miles Morales from Spider-Man is actually half Latino, and like, the reason why I hate those kind of conversations is, one, you're detracting from this movie right here to try to make a point about like, he's not the first Latino superhero. This is the first movie that a majority of the writers, directors, cast, and possibly even crew are Latino. Like, this is huge for Latino culture, in my opinion. And when it comes to like Miles Morales, Marvel doesn't push his Latino heritage. Now, granted, and I'm pretty sure people are that read the comic books be like, actually, if you read the comic books, yada, 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 that's fine. But if you saw Into the Spider-Verse the first time, they showed more of his dad than they did of his mom, which his mom is the Latino side and stuff like that. Maybe that'll change in the next movie, but they don't push that part of his heritage, and a lot of people, for the longest time, didn't know he was mixed and thought he was black. They were just like, oh, he's Black Spider-Man. Like, Marvel treats him like Black Spider-Man, so he's not seen as Latino, even though he is technically half. I actually made this point on Twitter to somebody that was talking about this. I said it's because Marvel doesn't push his Latino heritage. Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman, is half Cuban, but do you think the general audience considers her Latino? They don't. Blue Beetle is the first movie to have most of the cast, writers, and directors that are Latino. People really need to stop minimizing firsts. So that's been kind of grinding my gears. A lot of other people are saying that, oh, this is CW level type of CGI and that this is like just generic, and I'm just like, one, I don't know why anybody would think that. I don't know where everybody has gotten to the point where they're just like, all CGI is bad. Like, what is the standard for CGI today? And don't fucking say Avatar, because Avatar took like 25 years to make 2 movies, so that doesn't count. Going back to the trailer, I mean, look at that, dude. That looks so amazing. That suit, I think, is one of the best suits out of all comic book movies so far. I think DC, say what you will about their movies or not, I do think that they are way better at making costumes than Marvel. Marvel might be able to put out better stories and better movies. Their costumes don't fucking come close to DC, in my opinion. There's some CGI mixed in with this. I think that looks really clean, looks really awesome. I do think a majority of the film, he was wearing a practical suit, and I think this is the route to go. Everybody should have practical suits with CGI mixed around them. The Flash does feel like his helmet is a practical thing, and his suit is actually CGI, which might be why it looks kind of funky in some scenes. But I don't know. I think this looks fantastic, and I'm excited to see this movie. But that is my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think about this Blue Beetle first trailer? Let me know in the comment sections down below. So yeah, that's all I really got to say. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Secret language, speaking in tongues. Snake like, don't let you on the run. Travel, dancing, I don't know what you are, you are, you are, you are.